My name is Catherine Kayya Murphy. I'm originally from Tanzania. I moved here in Ireland in 2010. I have two children, two boys aged 9 and 8. I started my business called Sokoni, which focuses on selling handmade products from Tanzania that have been made by small-scale crafters who struggle to find market for their products. So I saw the need for them to be exposed on an outside market out of Tanzania, and that's how I came up with Sokoni, and I started selling back in 2012 when I visited back home, and I went to a special market where there's hundreds of shops of just crafters making their products and selling them in their shops. And I saw that they did not have, most of them were just locally, but the products were of international standards, and I was like, these products need to be sold outside of these perimeters. So I started buying a few bits and pieces and bringing them to Ireland and give them as gifts to my friends, my neighbors, and they were like amazed how nice the products were, the quality and all that. So I saw, why can't I start a business out of this? I had the passion for the products, and why can't I make money out of it? Then in 2016 I decided to buy a few merchandise, brought it with me here in Ireland, and that merchandise sold really well, and that's how I stuck with that, and here I am today. I'm still growing and I'm happy with everything that has turned out. I started this business because, first of all, I have the passion for the products. I love the products, and I would love them to be seen all over the world, that are made from Tanzania for the world. And also I like the idea of supporting these small scale crafters who most of them are women that rely solely on this business to support for their families. These are the things that made me go into the business. First of all, is because of the passion for the products, and also the passion for helping the people. The challenges that I faced was that I used to rely on getting the merchandise once I visited back home, and that would take me about 2 years. So every time I visited home, that would be the time I gather all the merchandise and bring it over here. And in the meantime, I would have no new products to showcase. And sometimes I would rely on fellow Tanzanians who live here in Ireland, rely on them to bring me some of the merchandise. So it was pretty difficult because you are relying on people to travel for the business to grow. And sometimes you need new products in between. It's not easy to get them because somebody has to travel. But I overcame this challenge by figuring out that I could use the postal office. I could rely on postal services. Now I'm on postal services. I rely solely on postal services. I get in touch with my suppliers, and they send me the merchandise through the post. Well, as an entrepreneur, what motivates me the most is seeing that the products are not only helping me earn a little bit of income, but they're also helping the people behind the products from Tanzania who rely on this business to cater for their family. And also, what motivates me even more is the fact that people here in Ireland have been very supportive of the business. I get feedback from like different types of feedback from people speaking positively of the products, and that really motivates me. One of the feedback that I got last month was this lady who got a doll. This doll over here, actually, if you can see it over there, one of those dolls over there. And she told me that doll is going to be the first doll for her baby. She's pregnant. She's expecting a baby in a few months' time, and that's the first doll for the baby, and she's really excited about it, and she was so happy with that doll. And that really made me happy because, as you can see, that doll is different from the normal dolls that we're used to seeing, and it showcases an African person. So it's something that I see as a positive, that this lady and her child, the first doll the child will play with is an African doll. So that really keeps me going. Positive remarks like that keep me going. So also, other factors that motivate me to do this business is because the likes of my fellow people that are coming from Africa, when they see this product, I remind them of back home. They thank me for bringing a piece of home here in Ireland. Not only Irish people, but also people of African descent that get reminded of their childhood, of their past through the products. My mom. My mom really inspires me to push my limits because when I remember back in her days, at my age, she achieved tremendous things all by herself. So every time I think of her, I just want to be more. I just want to be like her even more and make her proud where she is up there in heaven. The most rewarding part of running this business is getting positive feedback from my customers, um, and not just grown-ups but also the children. They comment positively of the products. It's something that they've never seen before, or if they've seen it before but it's been made in a different way. So I get children commenting on the likes of my whistles or the dolls, saying it's so cool. So that really inspires me to keep going and to keep searching for new items that they've never maybe seen before, or if they have, they've been slightly different from what they've been used to seeing. So that's what inspires me. I would say yes. I've been impacted in a positive way though. The impact has been in a positive way because I have customers that are not that are from all backgrounds. I have Indian customers. I have Chinese customers, Irish customers, German, Africans. It's broad. So I think that factor of being a black woman has helped me out a lot, and also the fact that I have experience with where I'm sourcing the products from, and also I have experience of living here in Ireland that has given me an advantage. So in a positive note, the impact has been positive. The other businesses that I've had to shut down, or the business also, we've been impacted with COVID-19 because I used to rely on craft fairs to sell these products. But with the pandemic, all the craft fairs were postponed until when it is safe to do so. So that means I've had to now focus on selling online. It's something that, well, I knew that I had to do, but I wasn't really paying attention that much. So I had to draft my website. I had to do so much for the online market. Now you get to reach a wider audience all over Ireland and all over the world at the same time. But also the risk with that is that some customers like to touch and feel products. They see it online, but they question, like, how is it going to sit on me? If it's a necklace, how is it going to sit on me? Is it going to be heavy? Is it going to be light? How about the color against the contrast of my skin? So the likes of that have really impacted the business. Although it's good that we are selling online, I'm selling now online, I'm reaching more people, but I also miss that factor of having customers pass by my table and touching the things, like maybe comparing the things against their skin tone and stuff like that. So those would be the impact of COVID-19. Well, the advice that I'll give those small businesses, my fellow small businesses, is that just keep going forward, don't give up, let the pandemic not put you down. Keep pushing your limits, and also do what you love, because if you don't do something that you love, you'll see yourself falling down rather than going up. Love doing what I'm doing. I love the products. I look at them. I want to wear them. I want to have them decorate my house and all that. So that factor of having passion for what you're selling, having passion for what the service that you're providing is very important. Otherwise, you won't see yourself succeed. My future plans are to have a physical shop for the business. I would like that my customers, anytime they wanted to, they can just walk into the shop and pick whatever they want to pick, and that's it. They don't have to wait for me to be at the craft fair or to order online. Well, the online will still be there, but I also like them to come into the shop to try the product and see if it fits well, if it sits well with them, with this and the other, things like that. So another thing that I want to do in the future is have my own warehouse back in Tanzania, where I source the products. So instead of just sourcing them out from different suppliers, I would like all these suppliers to be under one roof and produce the products just for the shop that I'll be running, the physical shop. And that shop, I want it to be big enough. I don't want it to be like a small space, but I want it to be big enough and cover the home section, the clothing, jewelry, etc., etc., etc. So for that, I would need a warehouse back home of people working for me, manufacturing products under my brand. In 3 years' time, I can see my business just as I explained before, I can see my business selling a variety of products, not just jewelry and clothing, but I can see myself doing more than that because I'm always sourcing different things. So in 3 years' time, expect more from my shop. Well, at the moment, there's no other business that does this here in County Wicklow. I'm the first one, so that gives me an advantage to create networks, to create my customers' database. Yeah, it's an advantage to be the first person doing this, and to set a template for the others that may look into doing this business in the county. I wouldn't say that I'm scared of competition. On the contrary, I really welcome competition because what that will do is it will push me further beyond my limits. It will make me want to even do more for my customers. And even when you're sourcing your products, you want to even get the best of quality to compete with everybody else, so that you set yourself up there above everybody else, really. So I love competition. I do. Yeah, I don't think it's a negative. It's a negative thing to have competition. It's healthy to have competition. Yeah. So I would like to take this opportunity and thank you, Carol Azam, so much for creating this platform, supporting small businesses here in Ireland. This is truly needed. We need to showcase our businesses not just within our locality, but also all over Ireland and all over the world, if possible. So, thank you, Carol, for creating this small business television for the purpose of supporting small-scale businesses. Thank you so much, and keep it up. So I'll talk through the products, a few of the products here. I'll start with the handbags. So these handbags are made out of sisal, a sisal plant, which sisal is similar to hemp, I would say. Yeah, somehow like hemp. This is good for the environment, and this part over here has been made out of cow skin. It's a very good handbag. Great for summertime. As you can see, we have them in various colors. You can see the detail, the designs. So all this is this is an effort in plastic production in the world and save the environment. The next item is a basket. So this basket has been made out of a plant called ukili. I don't know what the name of that is in English. So the women and the men, they weave this into a basket, and this would be in different shapes. It could be a small basket, a medium, or large basket for your laundry. So all this is an effort to fight the plastic production and save the environment. You can use this for the beach, you can use this for picnicking, you can use this for shopping, and so forth. Like it's very multifunctional. I highly recommend this basket. Thank you. So we've done all the previous products, but now we go to the jewelry section, such as this one, and so on. So for now, I'd like to demonstrate one of the necklaces. We have so many, but I'll just pick one. This has been made out of beads, very fine beads, well crafted, handmade. Happy days. So as you can see, it sits perfectly well in the neck. I love the thickness of it, and it's not heavy as well. Very practical. So here we have is a scarf. I call them 2-in-1 scarf necklace because they act as a scarf but also act as a necklace. And this is how you wear such a scarf necklace. You put it like this, and then you hang it like this. So it gives you the impression that you're wearing a necklace, but you're actually wearing a scarf. My various customers have come up with brilliant ways. Some of them have tied it up in their heads. Some of them have used it as a belt and as a scarf. So again, it's a multifunctional product, just as the others that I've passed. Next, we have a stool, which is easy to fold. You can bring it anywhere with you. Portable, foldable, and makes it very easy for you to bring it for picnics or to your concerts, you know, and it's light enough. You can bring it, you can put it in your backpack, put it in the back of your car, put it in your basket. This has been made out of wood, and this has been made out of cow skin. So this is leather, but this is cow. So cow skin is really is used a lot in Tanzania, and the reason for that is because the government has banned the use of wildlife skin, which is, you know, because of poaching, the damage done to that has been banned. So now people have resorted into using cow skin. They go to slaughterhouses and buy the skin from the cows that have been slaughtered there, and they make lovely products such as shoes and handbags, necklaces, etc. And this is our stool over here. Install it. This is how you do. You put your base over there, and then as you can see, there's pouches over here to insert your corners. You would insert them inside the pouches, and here you have your stool ready to sit down. It's strong enough, supports. Thank you.